We know awkward fighters. Real fighters know awkward fighters. He's not an awkward fighter. He's just a dumb fighter.
Kill me or I'm trying to kill you. You know, I think let's go in here and make this money. You know, it's more of a business tactic than anything.
Tank is not the guy that knows how to sell a fight. Tank cannot sell a fight in his own division. You have the Paul brothers and they come over to boxing. Their idea from day one is we don't have the skills or the experience. What we're gonna do is we'll take on the absolute best guys, but they're gonna spot us somehow.
At the press conference, Gervonta Davis raised the tension when he issued a harsh warning directly to Jake Paul. He made it clear that he plans to finish the fight brutally and leave no doubts about the outcome. Davis stated he is coming to knock Jake out and take the bag, showing complete confidence in both his power and determination.
If you likes this, please subscribe, Fight File, and click the bell icon for more new boxing updates.
He's a fighter that just started fighting. That's, you know how when somebody first come in the gym and like yeah. When somebody first come in the gym and they've been coming for like a little minute, so they think they nice now. They ain't get all the everything down pat, but that's how he fight. I don't think he's an awkward fighter. Awkward is somebody, I don't want to call no names, but awkward is different from him. He's not awkward. We know awkward fighters. Real fighters know awkward fighters. He's not an awkward fighter. He's just a dumb fighter.
Eddie Hearn did not hold back when giving his opinion on the highly unusual matchup between Gervonta Davis and Jake Paul. He explained that there is a massive difference between genuine boxing and staged entertainment, and this fight, in his view, falls firmly in the latter category. For Hearn, it is not a true test of skill or sporting credibility, but a spectacle built purely to generate attention. He even laughed at the idea, calling it hilarious, while stressing that people should not confuse such exhibitions with professional boxing at the highest level. His reaction echoed the concerns of many traditional promoters who fear these crossover events are overshadowing the essence of the sport.
In Jake Paul and Gervonta Davis, what can you tell me about that? What can you tell me about why Jake and Anthony has maybe been put to the side for now?
Yeah, they always told us that it was, we were looking at that fight for February of next year, and they always said that there was a chance that Jake would fight in November. I think, wasn't I the one that broke Jake Paul against Gervonta Davis 6 months ago or something? I knew that they'd agree that deal. I didn't know they were about to announce it then, but I did know that they'd agreed that deal previously. So I don't like it, if I'm honest. I mean, I think we need to really differentiate between boxing and an entertainment concept, and that's what that is. It's a freak show. It's entertainment. It's a lightweight fighting a cruiserweight. With, I don't know, is it bigger gloves and certain minutes per round? I don't know what it is, but, I understand the market and I understand this freak show, shock kind of the world mentality of people potentially tuning in. Is that a step too far? Maybe. I mean, I hated Jake Paul against Mike Tyson, but it did massive numbers. I hate Jake Paul against Gervonta Davis. It'll probably do massive numbers. So that's when you really have to differentiate yourself between, just because you don't like it doesn't mean it isn't going to do good business. Now, whether you want to be involved with it is another kettle of fish. I don't want to be involved with it, but I do respect the fact that it's going to do big numbers.
Ariel Helwani, however, offered a very different perspective. He pointed out that fans regularly embrace unconventional spectacles in MMA, yet when similar events happen in boxing, they are met with negativity. According to Helwani, this is a double standard. He argued that while the Davis versus Paul fight may not be traditional boxing, it still has entertainment value that fans will enjoy. Helwani emphasized that the contest should not be judged by the same standards as world title bouts, but rather seen for what it is, a one-off spectacle. In his view, if fans can accept circus-style fights in MMA, then boxing audiences should be able to enjoy this matchup without excessive criticism.
Generally, I'm sure it'll be a little bit closer, maybe 200 to 150. How much bigger can Tank get? Why would that be somewhat celebrated in MMA, but in boxing it isn't? Do you know what I mean, Pizzi? In MMA, we sort of love the freak shows, but in boxing they don't. Why do you think that is? What does that say about us in MMA?
Well, we're a sick bunch of fucks. There's no doubt about that. But I will
You
say,
agree,
like,
right, or no?
yeah. Like the idea of the MMA freak show is everybody coming together and saying, "Oh, we're gonna watch a freak show. This is what this is. We know what this is. It is absolutely mental. What we're gonna watch here." I think where people get annoyed with Jake is like, he even got me. You know what I mean? This guy is the greatest outrage farmer of all time. I saw his tweet and I was like, reading it, you know what I mean? And I was like, well, this is exactly what he fucking wants me to do. Like this is every time I'm doing this, he's in the game of getting eyeballs, and this is ridiculous. As long as why do I like an MMA freak show? Why would I watch Eddie Hall in an MMA fight against Dylan Dennis? I'll be like, this is fucking ridiculous, and I have to watch it. That's the way I feel about Jake Paul and Davis. I will watch it. It's ridiculous. You know what I mean? It's all of us getting together to go to the circus for the evening. I think the reason why there's pushback against it when Jake does it is because Jake, and obviously tactfully, is going like, what are you talking about? This guy's a world champion. I took out Mike Tyson. He's a world champion. And then I'm going to take out Canelo and stuff like this. Like he's winding us up. He's not agreeing to the stipulation that we're all agreeing on, which is this is a freak show. This is absolutely mental. As long as we can agree with that, we can all enjoy it collectively.
Chael Sonnen, on the other hand, was far more critical, dismissing Jake Paul's ability as a boxer altogether. He argued that the Paul brothers have never been known for real boxing skills, instead relying on their fame and wealth to land big-name fights. Sonnen highlighted Jake's pattern of selecting opponents who were legends or skilled fighters, but not in their primes, creating a clear imbalance in competitive legitimacy. According to Sonnen, these fights are never about fairness or talent, but about using money and influence to grab headlines. His critique echoed the views of many who see this event as a money-driven spectacle rather than a genuine clash of boxing ability.
Tank is not the guy that knows how to sell a fight. Tank cannot sell a fight in his own division. You have the Paul brothers and they come over to boxing. Their idea from day one is we don't have the skills or the experience. What we're going to do is we'll take on the absolute best guys, but they're going to spot us some pounds. Tank has one job to do, that it doesn't make any difference, that boxing is a real sport. My skills versus your skill, of which I am an abundance of and of which you have none of. Tank is telling anybody that will listen that there's a size problem. My skills and my experience in boxing, I do not have to wonder who's in the bar tonight. Any bar I go to, I rule the bar. No, it turns out that you don't. Just need some big guy to corner you. Apparently, boxing has never stood its ground. Boxing has never been able to explain why Floyd needed a half hour to get rid of a guy who's never boxed before. Tank Davis has already began this. When you choose a dum-dum, don't be surprised when he goes out and acts like a...
The size difference between Gervonta Davis and Jake Paul is another major point of controversy surrounding this fight. Davis is a natural lightweight, while Paul competes closer to cruiserweight, creating a massive weight gap. This has fueled speculation that the match could already be predetermined. Some analysts argue that regardless of the outcome, Jake Paul benefits more than Davis. If Jake wins, he gains credibility by beating an established boxing star. If Davis wins, critics will dismiss it as meaningless because of the size mismatch. These suspicions have only added fuel to rumors that the result may already be fixed to advance Paul's career. That's it for today's video.